answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
You, sir.
The answer to life's
Welcome to the show. My name is Mike Reed. I'm here to tell you about what the latest and greatest is in the commercial appliance industry, including commercial laundry. And I touch on the subjects of what's happening with the restaurants as well as current training classes, some that are free and those that have a fee. Some that are free and those that have a fee. I'd like to thank you all for being here. Let me see. Ooh, my microphone is on. I'm gonna have to turn the volume down. Hold on one second. I'm sorry, I was talking with a subscriber to the channel, and trying to set up everything at the same time, take care of the little one that's sick. Everybody's going through something right about now. Oh, I'm testing. Yeah. One second, and there we go. Well, I'm sorry if the audio is a little loud. I'm trying to bring this thing down a little bit. It's just not happening today. But anyway, welcome to the show. We got a lot of things happening. Yo, we got here Michael Emmanuel. What's happening? First Class Services. What's the word? We're missing Max Tax. Max Tax normally is a bit here, but it is tax time. It is tax service time. So let's see what else we got. Hold on, let me hook up my soundboard. Damn, we got a lot of people in here. Let's see what happens when YouTube chops it down. Let me go ahead and add an Instagram. There we go. Now we are live on Instagram as well as on YouTube. And let me jump on in it. This is what I'm going to be talking about today, courtesy of, hold on, what's this? Restaurant Business News? Yeah. My source for this is Restaurant Business News. We got Sweet Greens is going through some drama right now. We got Yum Brands Yum Brands is really going through it. But we have a lot of restaurants closing. I was just talking with a young gentleman. Well, we're the same age practically. I was just talking with a gentleman today about this. Pizza Hut is closing 250 U.S. restaurants. I service a number of Pizza Hut locations that are going through financial difficulty, and there are dispatch companies that all they do is take care of these restaurants that are in distress, and then they dispatch it out there for those. So just because a restaurant is closing, just because they're in bankruptcy, does not mean that is a leper. Well, let me turn this music down. Hold on 1 second. That doesn't mean that they're untouchable and you don't have to do work for them. Don't forget, when you deal with some of these locations, even though the corporate parent is going through financial difficulties, that actual location might be doing $1 million a year, $1.5 million a year. It's just that they have to kick all their money up. They actually can pay you. The manager can actually pay you out of petty cash, out of, whatever their situation is. They have that ability. So just because you see a Twin Peaks or any of that other kind of stuff and they're having problems, Hooters, if you still have one of those around. Yeah, just because they're going through financial difficulty doesn't mean you can't get alternative sources of payment from that location. The longer that location is able to run, the more funds they're able to kick back up to the corporate parent company. So it's actually in everyone's best interest that they keep all the equipment running and not in disrepair. It's just that when that money gets kicked up to corporate, they can't, because they're in bankruptcy, they can't send it back down. So you'll submit your invoice to that large corporation, and then they hit you with we're going through financial difficulties. We're at 90 days right now before you're looking at getting payment. Then 90 days roll around. They're like, ooh, we're looking at 60 more days before we're looking at dispersing funds. So to alleviate all that drama, let that be for those large service companies, the ones that are running up $250,000 service tickets with these locations. You go ahead and get your money from the manager. Let them write a check. Let them pay you out of petty cash. Let them pay you out the register, and keep it pushing. All right, let me see who we got going on here. Let me see who's on Instagram. So the industry has been, hit with a lot of these issues. Taco Bell, of course, is just chugging along, and the companies that service Taco Bell, which is part of Yum Brands, them guys seem to be pretty happy. And then they're talking about, why did Yum Brands, this is Restaurant Business News, why did Yum Brands buy Habit Burger? I don't know. I don't know why they bought that damn thing. Here in Houston, let me see if I can play some of my Instagram stuff while we are waiting on some people to pop on in. It's here in Houston, we have this chain called PD, what is it? Hold on 1 second. What is it? It's not Grub Burger. It is. Let's go through some of these. This is from Hoshizaki today.
I'm a technical support agent for Hoshizaki America. Today we're going to talk about water filtration.
Oh, Bex Prime. Bex Prime. This actually, I live like 3 minutes from this location. So here in Texas, we have Bex Prime. There are a number of restaurants that are closing. The cause of this is, food costs, employee labor, and then now a lot of locations are running into issue because of factoring. What that means is they are getting a loan. Let me make myself a little bigger. Which means that they are getting a loan off of their credit card transactions. So the companies that will finance them, they'll look at it and say, okay, you're doing, $50,000 a month in credit cards. We'll give you a loan of, $350,000 based on your transactions, and then we're gonna do a processing fee of $10,000, and we're gonna take back 20% off of every single ticket that you run. Everything that you run on a credit card, we're gonna take 20% off of that to pay back towards the loan. Now that's just speculation. This isn't what the actual numbers are. Like, we have factoring on for us, for service technicians. If you're doing PayPal, Square, anything like that, they will, and you're running credit card transactions, they will actually offer you a loan based on how many transactions you're running and the amount of those transactions. And so they might, they'll start you off with a small loan, pay that off, and it just creeps up. So you'll start out with a loan of like $500, and in the next 2 years, you're going to end up with a loan of $30,000, because it's based off of you paying back the credit card, paying back the loan. Well, these restaurants have done that, and they said that they fell prey to the credit card fees and the other transactions, because another reason why these guys, the companies do that, Tenkango, the reason why these factoring companies do that is that they lock you in with that credit card processor. You can't run credit cards through anybody else. It goes into what they call a lockbox. So that money goes into that account and then gets dispersed once they take their money back, and then it goes to whatever account, whatever checking account that merchant account you might have. But yeah, so a number of restaurants have fallen prey to that. Like I said, that's got nothing to do with us. Remember, they are still slanging burgers. They're still selling fish and chips. They're still doing pizza, tacos, ceviche. That local manager has the ability to pay, to pay that service tab. Excuse me. They have the ability to pay you. If they tell you got to wait on corporate and they're in financial trouble, bro, that money ain't coming. That money's never coming. Be on the lookout for a letter in the mail. Oh, I wish I had mine. Be on the lookout for a letter in the mail from a bankruptcy lawyer saying that essentially, get in line. You'll get your money after Cisco gets their money. You get your money after the landlord gets their money. You'll get your money after the franchisor gets their franchisee fees. Yeah, best of luck with that. Best of luck on your little $2,000 service tab. Good luck. So my advice to you is to get your money at time of service. 2025. Oh damn, you can't see this. My bad. Hold on 1 second. 1 second here. Let me flip this on over. StreamYard. Oh, share this tab. My bad. Share this tab. All right. I'm using multiple screens here. Work with me now. Yeah, Chipotle. My daughter loves Chipotle, so I got a chance to see firsthand. Yeah, Chipotle's going through it. Normally, you go into Chipotle, you got to stand in a line. That has not been happening. All the damn, I don't have my thing. All the chatter is real. It is for real. You order from Chipotle, your food is ready within 30 seconds to a minute, versus the time we used to have to wait in line at the freaking door. And then, no, them days are not here right now. People are upset. Let me put on my Negro Damas hat. Let me put on my Negro Damas. Hold on one second. Let me hit that up real quick. So, one of the things that can happen, one of the things that is a possibility. Hold on.
The answer to life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
So one of the things that is a possibility is around Chipotle. They might just get rid of their in-house technicians. Chipotle didn't always have in-house technicians. And when I say in-house, is like sometimes they have this like service that they contracted, but they've had this contract, especially in our market, they've had this contract for like 5 to 7 years. Same like 3-4 guys. And from what I understand, it's like a division of Chipotle anyway. But whatever. To cut costs, in-house technicians are extremely expensive. In-house technicians have 401k, health, dental, all kind of benefits. They have vacation time, PTO, company trucks, parts that the company is paying for, by the way. And to be honest with you, those guys are sometimes a little less inefficient. I got plenty of stories about Chipotle. I mean, plenty of stories about Starbucks and what the company they got contracted. Some of the crazy stuff I've seen them do. You don't want to know. I speculate we could be looking at Chipotle coming up as a potential client. They could, to cut costs, they could shed this in-house technician jazz. Now, the guys we have here are very nice. They've called, they talked to me because I used to do all the Hoshizaki stuff for them. You got some of you people that are tuning in might see me do startups. So I do startups at the Chipotles here in my market. I'm one of like 2 or 3 companies that do the startups. And before that, how I got introduced to that is before that, I used to do the repairs at the Chipotles. I'm talking about back when Continental. You guys got time for a quick story about Chipotle and their many bodies? All right. Chipotle has gone through Charleston. Chipotle has gone through True. Chipotle has gone through Continental. And somehow Hoshizaki has just been hanging on in there for dear life. I don't know what that is all about, but Hoshizaki is in there, and Hoshizaki has not given up. They have actually been doing quite well. So in case you guys don't know what what Chipotle is using is Hoshizaki ice machines. You can't see them from the front, but they're in the back, near the walk-in, the prep areas, stuff like that. They have the ice machines. All their upright refrigerators are Hoshizaki. Under counter now is Hoshizaki. I mean, they're using H&K now. They use Structural Concepts, but you know, primarily the vast majority of refrigeration is Hoshizaki. So if the time comes where they get rid of their in-house, bro, that dinner bell is ringing, and you better go running. You better go running over to your local Chipotle. Back in the day, each manager had to, you give them the invoice, they'd approve the invoice, and then you would get paid. You know, they'd submit it, and then they would cut you a check. Many years have gone by, so if they do cut this in-house service type jazz, they might go to some kind of portal. They might go with something like a service, whatever, or EcoTrack or Corrigo. They might go with one of those. Time will tell. But if you guys find out before me, please come on in and let me know. Oh yeah, and happy Black History Month too. So Danielle, Berry Sport Highlights says happy Thursday and hello guys. And you know what? I want to say there is a from Sanford and Son, Lamont. That's not his real name, but the character's name was Lamont. He passed away. Hold on, let me tell you who that guy was real quick. That was my father's favorite. Okay. Demon Wilson. Demon? Why does his name sound like that? Demon Wilson, who played Lamont, he died at 79 years of age. I grew up watching this show. I have a lot of fond memories. I have a lot of fond memories of sitting on the floor and watching Sanford and Son with my father. And it's sad to see. A lot of people that I used to watch on TV are now leaving this earth, and I just wanted to do this rest in peace for Mr. Wilson, who I always knew as Lamont. But anyway, so now we are back. I'm sorry, I had to go through that little bit of memory lane. So this is to switch gears. This is Bex Prime, and Bex Prime is, I believe they're local here to Houston, and always had lines at the drive-thru and stuff like that. And they are reducing their store count. I've never done work for Bex. It's a little Instagram section for a little levity. When you're an adult and want McDonald's, but your wife says no, and that we have food at home. Yeah, the economy is kicking people's arse. Coffee Fest. Coffee Fest. For those of you interested in being a coffee technician, working on espresso machines, automatics, super automatics. Last year they had one in San Antonio, and I guess it's this year in New York. And they usually take a part of the show is dedicated to educating technicians, not just baristas, but educating technicians on the equipment. So live demonstrations, preventive maintenance, all the latest brands are there, and all the usual suspects are there. Yeah, see Synesso says we'll see you there. And fun fact, so there are quite a few manufacturers that have training. If you guys are at all interested, just let me know, and then I can start to bring that back into the fold. Dejan Duke just had training. I think they have an online class coming up pretty soon. Learn a Trade. Kevin Tate at Learn a Trade. He has it on one of his message boards for YouTube. Navien is at it again. What does Peck Plumbing say? It's already a hard to sell item with the price points getting up there for hybrid. Okay, so it's a hybrid water tank. So some of us actually work on hot water heaters, tankless, and stuff like that. So there's Rheem, Rinnai. That one was Navien. And there's a ton of training on those. Feel free to let me know if you'd like any information on any of that. So all of this that I'm showing you, these are from, which show is this? Oh, Watts has free training. It is all online. The training segments are in 5-minute segments. They do have prizes and things like that you win. You get points after every class that you complete. You get sometimes they have little certificates, Legionnaires, certification, and all that other good stuff. They teach you about every single product that Watts makes, every single product. So for us, they have a lot of water sensors and all that other good stuff.
Why are you all staring at me and smiling like that? Because it's Black History Month. That's true. Yeah, it's Black History Month. We just want to let you know that we're by your side for the whole month. We even added some things to our menu to accommodate Black people. I can already see where this is going, but go ahead. So, you love chicken and you love Hennessy, but you can never get them in the same place unless you're in Atlanta. KFC, do not serve Hennessy with your chicken. Chill, I would never do that. What we're doing instead is we're infusing it into the chicken. We got syringes. Oh my God. Bitch, I know you love our stuffed crust pizza. Yeah. Well, now our crust is stuffed with Swisher Sweets. Jesus, that's disgusting. Puff, puff, bite, motherfucker. Carter, you already know that I be cooking chicken for the Lord. I am aware, yes. Well, now every 12 piece of nuggets that you buy comes with a chopped and screwed mixtape.
I love his comedy when he does the restaurant focus joke.
Carter, forget about all that noise. Easier said than done, Starbucks. Because I know what you really want. 2 words. Watermelon latte.
Oh, God.
Bro.
Oh,
hell no, man.
I would say that this is getting offensive, but it's been pretty offensive the whole time. What's going on, my brother? Absolutely the fuck not. No. Whatever you were gonna do, Cracker Barrel, just don't. Just keep doing what you're doing. Please stop. Bitch, I hired some big booty bitches from Atlanta. All right. You know what? Just stop, okay? Just stop. You know what Black History Month is about? It's about the struggles and the obstacles that Black people have had to face in this country and the things that we have done to overcome them. It's about showing how far we've come and how far we still have to go. While all of your efforts are a bit condescending, I do appreciate that you put some effort into this. Yes, but just know that because of your companies, there are people all over the world suffering, and not just Black people, but people of all races. So maybe instead of performing, you could just do better throughout the year.
Yeah.
So Carter, did you want me to get rid of the big booty bitches from Atlanta? No, I didn't say anything like that. I didn't. Did you hear me say that? Did you hear me say that? No. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Carter.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was cool, man. We have a couple of things. Okay. Got to post the link to their training. That's what I said. I have to add it to the stream. I have to add it to the training video. I'm gonna get a strike for that. This is one of our restaurant chains, bruh, they get a lot of hate from other Asian restaurant owners. They have like about 4 or 5 of them here in Houston. Yeah, the food is but it really does have a nice aesthetic to it. It's a fun place to go to. You take people there. People order this food to go. Why? I don't know, but it's a really nice, fun place to hang out. Once again, this is also part of the industry that we're in. It is not just sales. It is not just service. It is, well, not just repair. It is also the cleaning part. So, yes, this is what it looks like when these restaurants go through a deep cleaning. They clean the walls and everything else. Yeah, we had the cold, the freeze, and unfortunately, that was one of the press fittings that came undone. I don't know if I can't see if that's like an RLS fitting. Hold on a second. I'm gonna put my damn glasses back on. I can't see with this light in my face. I doubt it. But yeah, that's how cold it got down here. And for some of you guys, there's a oldie and a goodie. There's Cook Right. Those of you that are not initiated can see there's some other stuff that is Cook Right, but it's just got another name brand on it. Those of you that are uninitiated, yeah, this is what a restaurant that actually cooking looks like. I believe this is a video for restaurant cleaning. Yes, restaurant cleaning. This person did a walkthrough. I actually have a woman that I follow. She has a restaurant cleaning
never
business.
help your wife, because that's basically telling her that she's failing at a task.
Yes.
So I do not help. All I do is just stand nearby him, like an emotional support animal.
Yeah.
It's basically, just like having life pro-marriage.
That's right. Did we see this?
So you're a Filipino chicken joint.
Oh,
yeah. So
Jollibee.
Filipinos be eating fried chicken too.
Jollibees.
That's cool. Bitch, can you please not be racist? And how exactly is that racist? How is that racist? I'm literally saying that it's a good thing. Okay? You are making Jollibee so uncomfortable right now. Bitch, y'all the ones that are making Jollibee uncomfortable out here walking on eggshells and shit. Hey guys, you can take it easy, okay? I don't consider any of this questioning racist. A bit weird, but not racist. So y'all got chopsticks over there? You see, y'all must want our asses canceled. That's what y'all want. No, we don't actually use chopsticks. I mean, we tend to use our hands a bit more. Okay, hand stuff. No diddy. Got it. Oh my God. Yo, y'all be eating spaghetti with your chicken? Yes, it's a sweeter spaghetti. What in the hell kind of spaghetti is sweet? Yeah, is Olive Garden and Baskin Robbins doing a collaboration? No, it's just a Filipino thing, okay? You wouldn't understand. Jollibee, I had some of your sweet ass.
It is a weird thing. They do cut up hot dogs in the spaghetti, and the sauce is sweet. It's a tomato paste type deal.
That spaghetti, I ain't even gonna lie. Eat good. Thank you, Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles. You're welcome, baby. Hey, do you guys have
El Pollo Loco.
Hey,
Y'all got El Pollo Loco?
Toys, fool.
Toys in y'all's kids' meals? Yes, we have kids' meals. Let me tell you something there, Jollibee. Oh yeah, what is it, Bojangles? The Philippines in general is a mixture of so many cultures, and your chicken represents that perfectly. Thank you, Bojangles. Y'all be playing anime up in there? Bitch, anime is Japanese! What the fuck is wrong with you? So now you're telling the good people of the Philippines that they can't make anime because they're not Japanese. Now who's racist? Putang ina mo. What that mean? Oh, it's Tagalog for genius. Yeah, that's right, bitch. I'm a putang ini mo. Ha ha. Joy of family. That is not your slogan. Bitch, if your bootang is a fan of Carter Anderson.
Oh,
I'm in position. I don't think this is gonna work.
Oh, I love these.
Cállate, gordo. My uncle needs his job, okay? Plus, we brought extra help today.
Yeah, these up because I haven't seen these in a hot minute.
Shut it. That job's coming, guys. Get ready.
Hello?
Hey.
It's Black History Month, so I'm playing Blackjack.
Okay, good. That block is hot right now, okay?
Listen, I got one more house to do, and I'm out of here. I heard on the news. I'm ready. I got my pepper spray and everything, so I got the one house to do, and that's it.
Give me your job.
Got something for you.
I need your job.
I don't remember this one.
I got him. Like this.
Oh, be quiet. You're next.
Guys, I'm in position.
Oh, all right.
Y'all believe me if I told y'all this was for 43 hours? 3,600 from 43 hours. Do the math on that if you want to, if you want a pocket watch like that. But
Yeah.
the trades ain't dead, man. Do not be letting these scammers and these trappers and these rappers fool y'all, bro. 9 to 5 is not dead. The 9 to 5 is cool. Getting this type of money is cool. I worked 1 week and I got this type of money. Like, come on now, bro. Message of the day is don't let these rappers fool y'all, man. Don't let these trappers fool y'all, bro. But y'all believe me if I told y'all that's
And so that's my little Instagram segment. Oh, this one. Anybody seen this one? I swear I'm gonna end on this.
There's a black
And
job.
then continue. I love this.
Give me your job. She got away.
I need that for my tia.
She'll come again. I'll order again from Amazon. She won't get away with this.
All right. So that's enough of those. I had a question on how do you donate to the channel. I am on Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Chime. I got a number of stuff. Crack, Reveal. So whatever you guys are using, Revolt. Oh, it's Revolut. Whatever, Beam, whatever you guys are using, I signed up with it to make it easier. So far, I had like one Venmo. I appreciate you. Normally get Cash App, that kind of stuff. But that's how you can donate to the channel. Subscribers are always welcome. Subscribers are always welcome. And thank you all for subscribing to get me up to my 1,000. So Untankango said, just saw a news article that a chef at Olive Garden took himself out by going headfirst into what? No. Oh no. That is painful. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh. God. And kid says, nah. An Olive Garden cook has died after he dunked his own head into a deep fryer? Oh. The employee, who hasn't been identified, stripped his clothes off and thrust his face into the fryer. Oh, the male victim went head first into the fryer. Dispatchers could be heard saying in grim 911 audio. Oh wow. Because if you water and oil, that's the eye is like the human body is 85% water, but the eyes. Oh. Yeah, like somebody said, yeah, that's enough internet for today. That happened 5 hours. At least 5 hours ago. Jeez. Man. Yeah. What is this? Hold on. Let me give the Yeah, that is crazy. All right, hold on. Let me just give you guys the link to the hold on. Let me go back. Cause that's gruesome. That is really gruesome. Guess I gotta go back. Hold on 1 second. Let me do this. That is horrific. Yeah, I just Googled it. Let me see what I hold on, this is the Instagram post. Yeah, please hug your loved ones, man. Talk to your loved ones. Copy link address, and yeah, mental health. Yo, I lived in Pennsylvania, bruh. I lived in Harrisburg by the White Star Barn. Bruh, Pennsylvania is depressing. I have, outside of Florida, at least has sun. Florida's very depressing too, believe it or not. But Pennsylvania is, something is up with Pennsylvania, bro. I was so unhappy in Pennsylvania. But I mean, if you living in Pennsylvania, I mean, there's plenty of hills and stuff you could just drive off of. Sorry, but I mean, I do, please. A deep fryer is a horrible, agonizing way to go. Oh, that is rough. Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is horrible. That is horrible. Yeah, I hate to be all gruesome with stuff, but yeah, thanks for that stuff. I can't believe that is real. I cannot believe that is real. As if Olive Garden didn't have enough issues to deal with. Oh man. All right, hold on, let me see here. Let's see what Olive Garden is doing. Sorry about that segment. Olive Garden locations closing for 2026. Let me pick Restaurant Business Magazine. I'm gonna do that. So my source is Restaurant Business Magazine. Olive Garden, parent company Darden is shutting. Oh yeah. So I screenshotted this earlier. The show of hands, who here ever ate? Yeah, it was. You know it was the brand that you have commented on. I'm not gonna say. You said it. I'm not gonna say. But we all know that's what they use in those locations. Anyway, woo!
If I throw a dog a bone, I don't want to know if it tastes good or not.
Let me see here. Oh, that's my bad. You guys couldn't see it. So, Olive Garden parent Darden is shutting down Bahama Breezes. I lived in West Palm Beach, and I saw some Bahama Breezes there. I'm from Chicago. I never saw Bahama Breezes. I've lived in Texas. I don't ever recall seeing a Bahama Breeze. Like I said, when I lived in Pennsylvania, I don't recall ever seeing a Bahama Breeze. Has anyone ever eaten at a Bahama Breeze? Anyone? Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Anyone? Anybody ever eaten at one of those? Because I've never partaken. Never. Okay, so Bahama Breezes is closing 14 locations of the seafood brand and convert another 14 to the other not so well doing brands. And once again, this is courtesy of Restaurant Business Magazine or Restaurant Business Online. Joe Guzikowski. The ZK, that's the J, the Z makes a J. Guzikowski is editor of this, was a writer of this article. What did they turn him into? And he didn't say. In May, Darden closed 15 Bahama Breezes. So they've slowly been chopping them down. A Caribbean-inspired seafood chain from 1996. Damn.
You got to go, man.
Yeah, it's time to go. They're thinking about doing a potential sale. Yeah, I don't see anyone picking that. Fun fact, well, the chatter has been that Caribbean is the next big thing. That's what the chatter has been about. That's what they're trying to buzz. That's what they're trying to buzz is Caribbean flavors. But is it really the next big thing? Time will tell, but time is telling a different story here. You had that? What was it like? What, Jake's, you had it too? Untamed Kegel. You see, Untamed Kegel's in Florida, right? And Jake, I don't know where the hell you at. Super Basic Snow Cones. No, that's the other place. You're thinking about another place, I believe. Jake's Repair was happening. So you guys have had it. What did you guys think of it? What did you guys think of it? Because I never have been attracted to even go anywhere near one of those joints. Anywhere near any one of those. The one down here is closing. They were pretty good, huh? But well, Untamed Kegel said they use Taylor's for their soft serve. Yeah, because Darton's uses Taylor. So when you go into a restaurant that's owned by Darton, let me make myself a little bigger. When you go into a Darton restaurant, you might just find a Taylor clamshell grill. You might just find a Taylor soft serve machine. So they're proliferated throughout. Because I've had many of those locations ask me to work on the Taylor clamshell grill, and I had to tell them, hey, I can't help you. I can't help you. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. You know, and to see that manager's face just drop, like, bro, I can't help you. There's nothing I can do that would make that happen. All right, so let's see what else we got. So they're thinking about just phasing it out altogether. Yeah, I mean, they could sell the actual name. I believe the name would actually be worth something more than the actual locations or the concepts that they're doing. So sell it to somebody else that wants to crank out a franchise. Darton began to grow it again, following a great, yeah, right. At its peak, they had 43 locations in 2019. I don't have a ring the bell type of sound. Never thought I needed one until now. But
yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and sort of disagree with you there.
So now here, this is something that, okay, this is something to back up what I was telling you guys earlier. Right there on your screen. This is in print. The average Bahama Breeze generated $5.7 million, according to Technomic. So if that singular location is generating $5.7 million, don't you think that they might have enough in petty cash to pay you for a $3,000 or $4,000 repair out of the petty cash? They have Darton restaurants have paid me cash out of petty cash to fix the bar faucets, and they, you know, the manager told me, they say, hey, look, you know, we couldn't get anybody else to come out. Whatever the hell your price is, I will pay it. I will pay it cash, because we've had kegs of Miller Lite that are not being used, and the kegs that we tap up, they drip out. So we're being charged for them. We're not being able to sell them. We're losing money. And she paid me cash. She paid me cash. I had never been so happy. Well, let me make myself bigger. I had never been so big. I said, hey, it's gonna be a little expensive. And it was a you guys familiar with those? I think it was a Perlick beer faucet. Let me show you guys real quick. And to this day, I carry them around. I carry it's part of my truck stock. And there are a number of them. Perlick has their own specific one. Glass Tender has their own specific one. And they often get gummed up with the beer, the sugars and the yeast and stuff like that, and it often corrodes the interiors of some of them because you can rebuild them. So I tell you guys about Micromatic. All right, I tell you guys about Micromatic because they're big in beer, and they have the beer caves, they have the power pack systems and stuff like that. So these are some of the faucets. And yeah, they have the different types. So they have the back seating, and I forgot. I was not prepared. And you see, you can pick them up as cheap as $12.99. And they just screw it. I mean, you're in and out of there in less than a minute. You're in and out of. If you got a universal one that you're just gonna put on there, you're in and out of there in 30 minutes. What I tend to do is sometimes you can actually just. You could actually take off the one that's there and then disassemble it and, scrub it, put some solution, break up all that sugars and stuff like that. If you don't actually have the same one that they have, you could try and clean it. Or you could, what kind you got? All right. And then, you could swing by. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me hip you to something else. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but a lot of the craft breweries, the craft brewer supply houses. Fun fact, Houston is down to 1. Houston used to have 5. Fourth largest city in the country is down to 1. And they're real nice guys in there. And they carry a couple of different ones, and I was just going over there and pick up one. Even if you wanted to, let's just say, even if you wanted to go ahead and put on one of the cheaper universals, because they have different quality of insides. You got your, don't hold me to this, but you got your like brass or pewter one, that different metals on the inside, and right, you can put a universal on there so then they could serve their freaking tap beer and make their money, because they're going to make more money that evening selling the beer off that cheap tap than not having one at all. And then go ahead and order a Perlick or a Glass Tender or whatever the hell, or Micromatic or whatever the hell specialty one that they had so that everything will match, and then just come back. They would appreciate that, the fact that they would be able to serve beer, charge them the money for the one. Say, hey, I got the universal one on me. I'll get you the matching one, but at least this way you'll be able to serve beer and it won't be dripping down. You'll be dripping beer. It drips. So, sometimes it's stuck in it, nothing will come out. Other times it'll just be dripping beer. And then they actually got to go and undo the coupling, the knuckle or whatever the hell it's called. I deal with a lot of stuff, and I don't exactly remember the terminology for every damn thing, unfortunately. So like I said, there's the Perlick. So yeah, the Perlicks are a little more expensive. And Perlick has a couple of different types. Like I said, this is their forward sealing, and then you have the other ones that are the back one. I don't know anything about Kegco. But like I said, this is some of the stuff that you learn when you go to the Micromatic classes. They'll teach you about all this kind of stuff. And the Micromatic is very affordable. But yes, I carry some of these on the truck because a lot of people have bars and they have faucets. And so this is the Micromatic. Did I show you guys the the Perlick is there. I don't have a glass tender. Beer faucets, glass tender. So here's glass tenders. I can see why they didn't include it. $85. There's another one, $140. You know, so you got all these type. What is this for? Stout style faucet, blah, blah, blah. What else? We got this Micromatic. They always throwing Micromatic in there. Always throwing Micromatic. Make sure you guys are seeing this. Jacks. I don't know what Jason Studman is talking about. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, this is all part of beer and you know, of course, disconnected from the keg, and then you can just go ahead and undo the faucet and screw on the new one. You do it in seconds and collect a nice king's ransom, because even though some of them, they take it off, they don't understand when they put the damn faucet back on, and they'll move the faucet around and realize that, oh yeah, it's the faucet that's leaking, and they just don't realize that they could just buy a faucet. But anyway, craft brewery supplier will have them in stock, so you don't have to worry about ordering from Amazon or ordering from Parts Town or any of that other stuff. So now you can't say I never told you nothing. You understand? You can't say I didn't tell you nothing. Probably have to plug this damn thing up for some power. So, all right, and we're walking. Let's see what we're on to next. Anything in particular you guys want me to talk about? Let me see here where we are, because we're at the hour mark. We're at the hour mark, and let me see what else we got with the industry. Jonathan Mays over there, that's from a year ago. I follow all of these for the restaurant industry. They talk about what's going on with the latest food items, with the latest drinks that are very hot and very popular. It gives you good insight as to which restaurants might be on their way out. So who do you invest your time in? Oh, dude, a lot of this stuff is about, what is this? Houston's Hot Chicken, Dave's Hot Chicken. That has been the latest and greatest. There's also Savor. That's Paul with Savor. Savor Memory Restaurants, something. News. Where is his stuff at? Maybe I gotta do Paul. I know that's not how it does his name. I have to find him somewhere. There it is. Savor FM.
We are back here on the Restaurant Mastermind podcast. And with me today are the masterminds coming in
from 2 months ago
from Austin. None other than Miss Anna Townsend. You have your
I
three
keep up. This is like my, not just him, but this is what I've replaced. CNN, Fox News, Air America, whatever. I've replaced that with these type of things. A deeper dive by Restaurant Business, Savor FM, a lot of stuff about the chains that are being pushed, because those are the chains that are in a current growth trajectory, and those are the chains that more than likely you have a good chance of gaining as a client in your market. I don't have my soundbite, but it's better to be first. So at least if you know they're coming, you can email their corporation, let them know that you work on equipment and that you would be you would like to put your hat in the ring to work on their equipment in your market when they're coming. So it's a lot better to be first. I don't know why this thing doesn't say that I'm not subscribed. It's probably just another account. Hold on one second. Let me find one of his latest and greatest, because he had, there it is. This is from 2 days ago. And let me get past this music. Once again, this is his name is Paul. Yeah, Paul Barron. And this is Savor FM. That's his channel.
We'll
he has
announce that
on
here shortly. As we
brands to
bring them
watch.
on, some interesting data points right here. Projections showing that this industry is 84 billion over the next few years to reach a staggering 148 billion by 2020.
$1 billion, yes.
Yes, fair use, by the way, fair use.
And you can't do it without these smaller up and coming brands that are going to be the next big thing.
That's how it all started, you know, Shara, back in the day. That's how it all started. Bunch of little brands that thought they could do something, and then all of a sudden they got birthed into things like Chipotle and Panera.
And Shake Shack, Calva.
Completely different era. Hey, listen, we've got some other things, of course. How does this lead into the top 100? Is there any correlation to this?
Yeah, kind of. So the Fast Casual Top 100 is what we announce every May during the National Restaurant Association.
What's going on to you guys over there on Instagram?
And once you have made the top brands to watch in 2026, you can no longer be there. So the goal, I would think, is to try to make the Fast Casual Top 100 eventually. So one of our guests today, spoiler alert, Jeff from Jeff's Bagels, made this 25 brands to watch last year, and then he made the top 100 shortly after. So it's kind of, step one, step two.
Perfect. Well, all right, you guys know it. I mean, the top 100 is the event in the restaurant industry to track. I would say it is the Academy Awards of the restaurant industry for sure.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. Unbelievable. Held in Chicago every year, adjacent to the National Restaurant Show. So you guys
speaking
don't
of,
that's what
top
that
100
is.
nominations are now open. They close February 8th. So by the
Let me
time this
fast forward a little
podcast
bit.
airs, we will probably just have a day or so left. So hopefully people. Yeah, I mean, congratulations to all of you, first of all. So Jeff, you're.
So if you look lower right, I believe HHC is Houston's Hot Chicken. And
you're an OG winner, and Brian and Matt, you are our new winners. So that's nothing to sneeze about. But let's just get right into it. Jeff, you made it last year. Brian and Matt are new to it this year. You can't be on it twice. So what's going to happen next, Jeff? You made the top 100 before.
Yeah.
And so Brian and Matt, what's next for you guys?
Yeah, we were thrilled when we made the top 25 list, and just to get onto that list, we were like, this is crazy. We're like, who knows about us?
This is my first time hearing about this chain. When you guys call me up and then ask me about a particular chain or all that stuff, I'm telling you guys, there are thousands of different brands out there of different restaurants, different chains, I have no idea every single one and what equipment they're using.
This tiny little bagel shop out of Orlando, Florida. And then
Orlando,
a short period of time after that, we're like, hey, you made the list for the top 100 as well. And we went to Chicago. We had a great time. It very much was the Emmys. Everybody was decked out to the nines. It looked great, felt great. And we made the list. I think we were 88th last year, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
We're looking forward to move up that list this year. So
just like hint.
About 6 here in about 3.5 years, maybe 4 years. So we currently have 6.
What is this pizza? What is this concept?
I hadn't heard of you guys until about 6 months ago, and I feel like you've just come on with the vengeance. So what are you guys up to? Why don't you tell everybody where you're headquartered and a little bit about the background of the brand?
Yeah, so my name is Matt Morrison. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO of Agape Mediterranean. We're
I've heard of Agape.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio. Now we're going to move on to the other one.
Really wanted a bagel after I was laid off.
No bagels.
I want
the Houston's Hot Chicken. Oh! Did you see that? So at the bagel shop, what do they use?
Give me a rundown how you guys are kind of first setting yourself into the market.
Her urge for a great bagel, and so once we got.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me do it. I should slow this
down.
Build
some kind of following. So social media was that. We connected with our community. We connected with people who were passionate about bagels as well. and just started sharing them with them. They were buying them from me
What
online
brand
at the
was
house.
that?
We opened
Was
our
that
first
Vul-
brick and
was
mortar
that
retail in
Vulcan?
2021. And what we realized as soon as we opened that store was
Oh, that's crazy. I
hospitality had to
know
be
I
the
saw
thing
the
to win
ovens
with.
that they're making the
So I
bagels
think
in.
that if you're not providing a great service, you can have a great product, you can have
know.
everything can be
Oh,
fantastic, but without a great product,
there it
or
is.
excuse me, without great
I just found it.
early coffee partner, and then as we started to grow the business.
All right, so let's see what we can find. Let me slow this down. All right, playback speed. We're going to do this at 24. So let's see what we got.
This, we
Mixer.
realized that the coffee supply chain,
Chances are a lot of that stuff for the bagels is
farm
Belchoff.
to
There we
cup
go. Excel.
is
That's the okay. Damn, I gotta make it
massively
slower. Damn, that was
early.
so fast.
We knew we were gonna grow.
Yeah.
We knew we wanted to grow.
Jump into ding, 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 you guys.
We've got
Ah,
29
fine.
locations.
I missed
open
it. So I was
across
right. It
the
is Houston Hot Chicken. That's
country.
the next one.
And really, we have
Normal.
a clear focus on doing the fundamentals right every single day.
So Houston Hot Chicken is
brand
on
was
an
founded
upward
by
trajectory.
Edmund Barsegian,
This
who's
is
a professional race car driver and social
supposed to
media
be the
influencer. I think
next
you've had him
big
on your
He's
thing.
been
show
on our
before.
show.
The next
Yeah,
big
he
Mike's
has. And
Chicken and
his background in motorsports
Dave's
really helped
and
shape both the personality and the discipline of the brand.
Dave's Hot
That
Chicken
racing
and all
DNA
that.
shows up
Houston's
not
Hot
just
Chicken
in the
is supposed to be the
marketing,
next
but in
big
how we run the business as well.
Well, fantastic work. I'm going back to this point of differentiation. When you look at hot chicken, wings, the tenders,
It seems
the
like it's pretty
meals,
saturated.
the sandwiches themselves. Are you seeing any kind of trend that's starting to show up, at least from a consumer standpoint, on the chicken category? Because this is a category that Sharon and I talk about a lot.
Yes.
What is it that you think will be the winner for 2026 in terms of menu?
Yeah, in terms of menu, our number one seller is our chicken sandwich and tender meal. So you can buy a chicken sandwich that comes with one tender and fries. And that's the class leader for us because it gets everybody to try a tender and a sandwich. I think the focus on continuing to sell great chicken sandwiches is kind of that focus for us in 2020.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to get out was what those three gentlemen represented, what food concept they were part of. This is what they're bolstering Mediterranean flavors, a la your kava and the stuff that he does. The other gentleman with some type of baked, some type of bakery item of the year. So sometimes it was cupcakes, other times it's donuts, and now apparently it's bagels. Bagels are supposed to be the next thing. Because right now I think we are saturated with donut shops. Parlor, Voodoo, Duck. The list is long. And in hot chicken is long. Fun fact, a lot of these places with all the chicken, Zaxby's and Bojangles and all that, they're using Pitco, Henny Penny. Unfortunately, nobody's really using Ultra Fryer right now because of Pitco buying them and jacking up the prices on all the parts. But anyway, it is what it is. But I'm gonna move on from that. We are well over the hour mark. We are well over the hour mark. So let me jump into let me see here. And fun fact, Pitco is actually having classes. I've been harassing Pitco about classes for over a decade. I've been harassing the hell about Pitco doing classes. They've been telling me that they were going to do it. They're going to do it. And it looks like they finally did do it. So Pitco is part of Middleby. So that's who's going to be with your Houston's hot. That's who Dave's hot. That's going to be, you know, an awful lot of chicken. Oh, between them and Henny Penny, that's your Chick-fil-A and stuff like that. So you got Wingstop uses Pitco, and then unrelated to the chicken, like Five Guys is Pitco, stuff like that. So you're not just trapped. You're not just trapped in the world of chicken. Let me see if I can find anything that they got. Oh, that's the Middleby shop. I don't want the Middleby shop. Like I said, I got to update all of this stuff and give you guys the latest and greatest. Had a lot of personal drama. Sorry about that. A lot of personal drama. Middleby training. Hold on 1 second. Middleby training. Pitco. Oh, what the hell? Service and what the hell? I'll go to some of that. What the hell? Let me give you guys the link again. The Middleby. This is for the training. Because we want to keep. Oh yeah, Pluckers. Yes. Yeah, we talked about that today. You're right. Yes, Pluckers is like Texas. I don't think Pluckers is outside of Texas, but yeah, we talk about that. Them using I think they use wells for the heating wells. They use Pitco for the bank of Pitco fryers. They are using, and we talked about this all freaking day, they are using Atosa. So Atosa has probably made them all these promises about quick and speedy service. So they're having a number of pieces of refrigeration that are Atosa and Pluckers. They also have Beverage Air. I did a live where I went over that single column upright freezer that's Beverage Air, and I was showing in Pluckers how all the condensation when the drain overflows, and you could see all the trails with all the because of all the flour and all that stuff, you can see it all trailing down the back. And I went over why that is, what happens, what caused that. And everybody has the same problem that uses these upright freezers to store their chicken or fries in. And that's primarily what they do. I don't care if it's Wingstop. I don't care if it's Pluckers. Which most people don't understand what I'm talking about, but I don't care if it's Wingstop or Pluckers or Bojangles. They all have a freezer right next to the fryers, and for whatever reason, they can't understand why that freezer always malfunctions. That's left open. Either while they're loading it, the employees will open the door. They will open the door to that upright freezer, then proceed to go walk at a glacial pace to the walk-in. Then they will go ahead and grab boxes of either the chicken or the fries, and then once again, they will roll it like driving Miss Daisy. They will roll that cart on over to the freezer. All the whole time it's open. And then they proceed to crack open the boxes with the razor knife. And then proceed to slice open the bag of either fries or chicken. And then throw it in the upright freezer and then close the door. The entire time that freezer has been drawing in all that humid, grease-laden air into the evaporator, and everybody has one. The condenser, the condenser is mounted up top. The evaporator is mounted up top, and it usually causes problems with the evaporator, the evaporator fan motor, the drain. It always drama. So L to the says they do in fact hold fries in that beverage air. New hinge on that hoopty. Yeah, about that. Woo, this isn't beverage air, but yeah, right next to the fryer. I gotta go back to the Houston Zoo. I gotta go work on the brand whose name shall not be named. It is a theme brand, just like Beverage Air, and this particular brand has no reinforcement behind the hinge, and the hinge looks very beefy. And they will open the door, and the weight of the door pulls the whole wall, that whole side where the hinge is mounted to the body of that freezer unit, and it twists and warps. And it often looks as if the hinge is damaged, but it's not. It's just that the receiver, the pop rivet receiver for the screws that go in for the hinge, they pull and warp the sidewall of that freezer. And if you don't have a mallet or a hammer or something like that to hammer that sucker in to balance out that door, the door kind of leans over towards a catch. And the catch cuts into the door gasket. It just keeps getting better. Yeah, they swing that thing. So they'll swing. I swear it's like they're hanging on the door or something. Like I believe that they're hanging on the door and then reaching into the box to either pull the bag up and then throw it into the unit or what. Because you can actually see, if you stay long enough, you can actually see them do it. And that body weight and using that leverage, it like pulls the door hinge, not the door hinge, I'm sorry, pulls the body and distorts it a little bit. And so it like protrudes out. And if you don't, stainless steel is reflective and you'll miss it because it doesn't seem like much, but it shifts it a little bit and it starts this runaway effect. The door that rubs up against the catch cuts the door gasket, allowing even more warm air into the freezer when it's supposedly closed. And then what ends up happening is the controller is trying to run an adaptive defrost cycle because it knows it has this excessive ice buildup because now they're so smart, and so much current ends up going through the controller that it ends up Cocoa Crispy in the controller. So yeah, fun time. And that one is particular just to that one brand, but the issue happens with a great many. You know, Wingstop, like I talked about Chipotle, Wingstop has also been through. Oh God, Wingstop also went through. If you guys that are just joining me now, earlier I was talking about the different brands that Chipotle went through. Wingstop also went through a number of brands. They went through Trolson, they went through True, they went through Continental. Help me out here. How many brands has Wingstop gone through? And so currently they're on Hoshizaki. Currently I believe they're on Hoshizaki. I had a falling out with the Wingstop chain that I was dealing with, but They would have, before the great mask epidemic, they were only using Hoshizaki at Wingstops. And then they end up going to whatever they can find. Then eventually, Isomatic rode in on their great white horse and said, nah, 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 use our shit. And so I believe they're currently using Isomatic. But of course, Hoshizaki, before they fell out of favor, they got their fridges up in there just like they did with Chipotle. And so their prep tables are usually going to be Hoshizaki. The table, the prep table, the holding under counter table that holds the sauces and dipping sauces and stuff, that's Hoshizaki. The upright freezer next to the Pitco Bank of Fryers, that used to be Hoshizaki. And then at one point in time, Wingstop got desperate and they were using everything. They were using Onera in there. They were using some of everything. But anyway, even those had problems. Everybody, to bring it on back. Sorry about the rant. Bring it on back. Everybody does this, man. Everybody does this. So what he was saying is, like the beverage air, bruh, everybody uses these upright freezers, and every manufacturer runs into drama. Everybody runs into drama with their freezers next to that. And Pluckers uses beverage air upright freezers next to that. And so Pluckers only applies to us in Texas. My bad. I'm gonna jump on this one. Let me show you guys what we're talking about. Pluckers Wing Bar. It's an interesting concept that has a membership to it. So they're only here: Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, College Station, San Marcos, and Killeen, Texas. And they have like a $30 membership. They have a centralized facilities management type deal. The local manager can't help you. Damn. Whoa. A 51. This is how popular they are in this market. 51 minutes. Yo. Man, this is a chain you need to look into, man. 50. Let me get that off the screen. 51 minutes. And you 51. Where did the wait list go? Oh, now it says 0. At one point, no, it came back. It came back. It came back. 51 to, damn, that's a huge swing. 51 to 71 minutes to wait for your damn table. Wow. But anyway, if you were in the Texas market, like some of us that are in this chat, yeah, we have this, and they actually, fun fact, they could be, this is mere speculation, they could be rolling and expanding out of Texas. Let me see if I can find anything about them. Let me just show you what they got with their membership. They have this weird membership thing. It's called a Pluckers Club, and they actually, this 10% kickback, free food each time you dine in, free meals on your birthday. So they're trying to do this whole like Costco thing. Free meals on your kid's birthday. But you gotta wait 71 minutes. Where the hell is the? Talk to your server to sign up. They used to advertise what the cost is. I think it's like $30 or someone in the chat help me out here. What is the Pluckers membership cost? And I know I've been on and rambling and all this stuff. Sorry about that. I know I've been rambling about this stuff. Let's see if I can find it. Earn points. It's you have to ask. You have to go to the restaurant or call up and ask about the membership. I think when you actually go into membership, they have signage stating how much. I haven't been in one in a while, so I'm not going to say or speculate as to what it is. And I know somebody in the chat that was in one today. You care to elaborate? You care to share to the class what that damn so long as? Jesus, this is long. What the hell? All it is, just this is all of this and no mention of the price for the membership. Go Gadget GPT. Anybody, how much is a Pluckers membership? Oh, good. It's only 20. It's only $20. Join the club. One-time $20 fee for a lifetime of perks. Why are Pluckers shutting down? Also, they were in Louisiana. Pluckers closed down too. Baton Rouge. Well, they're doing very well now. They're doing very well. Doing very well. Like I said, I believe that they might be coming to, let me go to the locations. I think they might be coming out of Texas, but it only makes sense because economies of scale, distribution, centralized distribution. Yeah, and I don't know why I'm doing this because they don't have any more. Yo, Brother Frank, hey, you know about Pluckers. You know about Pluckers. See, I was just talking about, I was ranting about these damn upright freezers that these chicken joints are using because they triggered my trap card. I saw Houston's Hot Chicken and yeah, we said they're probably using Pitco and speculating on what kind of freezer they're using, or somebody might have mentioned it. I don't know. But yeah, Brother Frank, I'm about to get out of here. Yeah, I know you know about Pluckers, man. They're all over the states. Anybody else want Shay Star 22 joining on Instagram? Anybody else want to chime in on anything? I do know it is Thursday. I owe you guys another scrolling video of training classes that are coming up for the month of February. Before February gets too bad. I have kind of held off because I know the weather is probably delaying quite a few things, but I'll get on it. I'll get on it. So yeah, Elton said it's for birthdays and family members benefit too. Okay, so one person can pay the $20, and then as long as I believe that member has to be there, right? Brings people into the place. I believe the member has to be present for that kind of stuff. But yeah, cool. Frank said, sorry, fellas, your daughter had a powerlifting meet. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, at least she's healthy, man, because this flu and all these sinus infections that everybody's getting, it sure took my daughter out. My daughter is high on some kind of cough medicine that was prescribed, so we already know what's in that. We already knew what's in that. Yo, I am too. Brother Frank says he's tired. Yes, brother. Yeah, right along with you. Right along with you. Hold on. I'm gonna say this. I missed the Hoshizaki training class that they had today in Houston because they told me the class was full. They weren't even accepting anybody else. They weren't accepting any other people to show up. I don't know if they're gonna add another class. I don't know how the hell they're handling this, but here's Hoshizaki's schedule for the week. I'm Austin. 2 hours and something for me to drive for a 7 to 11 class. That's February 10th for you to be able to perform factory service work for Hoshizaki. It does not make you, it's not guaranteed to make you an ASA. What it does is, as a listed ASA, What it does is, as long as you go to the class every single year, you are qualified to do work for Hoshizaki on anything that's under warranty, and then you will get reimbursed for the parts. And you get reimbursed for parts even if you're not under warranty. I mean, even if you're not authorized, but it qualifies you to get reimbursed for the labor. So if you go to the class, you could do a call and you'll get paid the labor for the jobs. Corpus Christi, that's February 11th. That's also 7 to 11. That also is going to be about 3 hours from me. San Antonio, 3 hours from me, 3 hours and 10, 20 minutes. February 12th, once again, 4 classes from 7 to 11. I don't know. I'm going to talk to them, see if the virtual qualifies, or maybe, you know, I don't, well, yeah. It's like, I think, let's see if the virtual qualifies to keep me in good standings. Because they sure called me and asked me to go to the class. And then when I called to go pay for the class, they said the class was full. Go figure. Last year they only did 2, but it was a full class last year. Uh-oh. My bad. You guys couldn't see that. Damn. I am so sorry. My bad. You guys couldn't see that. Yeah, man, I hear you. Hold on, let's see. Let me go. Let me do this again. My bad. I was yapping. I'm looking at the Instagram feed, and that's when I noticed that it wasn't showing up. So this is for all you guys in Austin. February 10th is your class, 7 to 11. And then Corpus Christi, that's the 11th, 7 to 11. And then San Antonio, Texas, 7 to 11, February 12th. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, stop the presses. I saw this lurking at the bottom of the screen. They have finally brought back, those of you that are still here, thank you for staying. Hoshizaki has finally brought back the factory training class. Whoa. With the factory tour. So these are the classes that you want to take. And so it doesn't matter where you are in the country. Doesn't matter if you're in Hawaii. Doesn't matter if you're in Puerto Rico. Damn. Doesn't matter if you're in Puerto Rico. Doesn't matter if you're in Guam. You can go ahead to Hoshizaki to Atlanta, Georgia, Peachtree City, Georgia, and you can take the factory class. They have all the machines up there and running, and I believe it's like a hands-on. That's why they say it's an advanced ice machine class. I believe it's like a hands-on. I do not see any dollar amount for this class. Hoshizaki, help a brother out. There's no price tag here. This is something that I would do. I would go up to Atlanta. Oh, whoa. This is a refrigeration class in Griffin, Georgia, with the factory tour. I wonder which refrigerators, because Hoshizaki has refrigerators made in China, as the president would say, China. Hoshizaki has refrigerated, well, let me correct that. Hoshizaki has merchandisers made in Central America. And so now, Make America Great Again, Griffin plant, Griffin, Georgia, where you can actually see the refrigerators that are supposed to go into Chipotle. You can see the refrigerators actually supposed to go into Wingstop. Who else? Hey, chime in. Who the hell else is fully outfitted with Hoshizaki? Oh, let me take this off the screen. Who else is fully fitted with Hoshizaki refrigeration? But once again, there's no price tag on there. Reach-in refrigeration training. I believe doesn't Hoshizaki does have warmers. So Hoshizaki has some upright warmers. I don't know if they're going to talk about that. I don't know what they're doing. But this is a new edition, the 24th and the 25th. Wonder how close they are. Griffin, Georgia. Let's see here. Ooh, oh, okay, that's not bad. Well, I thought that was like 3 hours. Oh, hell, it's a 39-minute drive, and in the evening. 39-minute drive. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. And public transportation. It will not take you between the two. Welcome to Atlanta, GA. That is where I stay. Why so apart? That's interesting. 2 hours of drive. Yeah. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Yeah. So that is a nice development. That's cool. I wish, Hoshizaki did mention that they were having advanced classes, and I guess at the last minute they trashed the idea of having advanced classes in the individual cities, and they decided to bring back the factory training class. Fun fact, they used to have like two or three. Oh, there's another factory class. It's from March. That's the class that you want to go to, is the one in Atlanta, Georgia. That is the one that you want to go to, so I don't have to bitch anymore. If I'm going to travel, I'll just travel to Atlanta. I'll just travel to Atlanta and do the factory tour. So it doesn't look like they've updated the number of factory classes anything more than March. Okay. All right. So they haven't updated anything past March. So this is all good news. This is all good news. Factory tour this month and next. Curious to see how quickly these fill up. If you're interested in going to the in-person, the guy's name, where the hell does his name go? His name was at the bottom or something. Oh, just training. Huh. Make Hoshizaki great again. All right, so there's the link to email Hoshizaki about going to the factory class in Atlanta, Georgia, the advanced factory class. Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Chick-fil-A uses Hoshizaki. I know they use Charleston. Mr. Personality. Really? Okay, that's news to me because I know they use Charleston at Chick-fil-A's. Okay. You learn something new every day. Because I really don't. I know they use Hoshizaki ice. Well, can't even say that. I know they used to use Hoshizaki ice machines at Chick-fil-A. In my market, they have pretty much transitioned over to Follett. They've gone up to as many as like 4 Follett ice machine head units at Chick-fil-A. And maybe some of the older ones would have those larger, it's like the largest nugget machines that Hoshizaki makes, and they put 2 of them side by side on a bin. Those are fun to clean. And with that, I am gonna get out of here. I'd like to thank you all for hanging out with me this evening. I promise you that I'll get you more of the training stuff on a recorded streaming video. I've been a little tied up, But I'll get that together, get you guys this stuff going, because it gets really hot and heavy beginning of the year. Slows down for summer and then heats up again, fall into winter, ending, like right before Thanksgiving. And with that, I will catch you all later. You have a happy Black History Month. We'll play you out with some Kevin Tate and information on his channel and the courses that he has. See you later.
Time in the vain pursuit of this and that endeavor, to be high on hopes and illusions, to be high on hopes and illusions, to be high on hopes, be high on hopes. Gentlemen,
Let's talk about something important. Are they all here?
All but one.
Well, I'm going anyway. Let's talk about something. And I'm here on a mission of mercy. I got your attention now? Good. A, B, C. A always B, B, C closing. Always be closing. Always be closing. Let's talk about something important. Are they all here?
All but one.
Well, I'm
In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.
I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.